Innocent, sir.
Innocent. Yeah, okay. Okay, Rich. Uh, Whatever it is, the exact a provoking kind of today's topic, I put like this. This may represent a good and bad. Suppose if you see this, this is a if there is a horn like this, then it means that the Tom is angry, and this is cool, and this shows the behavior or the nature of Tom and Jerry. Okay, or the characteristics of Tom and Jerry. In that way, our lesson we are going for characteristics of a test. So our topic today is characteristics of a test. That is the topic today. And can we ponder over why test should possess any characters and what are those? Is there any characters for a test? And they are telling good characteristics of a test. What is that? Good characteristics of a test. Do testers some characters as like unmeet things as like human beings? Okay, we'll go for it. So the topic today is characteristics of a test or characteristics of a good test. If you say the test is good, then that should possess that characteristics which we are going to see today. Before that, we will go. What is a question first, or what is a test? Let us define the test, and then we will go for its characteristics. What is a test? Surabhi, very long time. Surabhi is there. Very good. This is how you ought to attend the class. You are telling you are seeing the screen, and many people are not at all seeing the screen or hearing the words. How many times I can call? I do not know. Surabhi Kumari,
Yes, sir.
why ma this much time? How do I know that you are following the class? As soon as I call your name, you should say yes. If not, then how can I understand that you are listening? What do you mean by test, Surabhi? Where are you, Surabhi, now?
Sir, in home, sir.
Very good. Where is your home? Place. You should say the name of the place.
Sir, in Allahabad.
Allahabad. From Allahabad, if you are talking, no, it will take that much time only. It will take 1 hour to reach us. Okay. So, what is a test? Sneha, what is a test, ma? Okay, what is a question? If not, if you are not answering for test, what is a question? The one which I am asking often, that is question. Yes. What is question?
An interrogative sentence asked to get the answer, sir, of their understanding.
Very good, very good. You that much I have not read. Okay. So that now I have now it is screened. You can see the answer. Maybe whatever your answer also correct. Your answer also correct to an extent. So question is an instrument to test the achievements. That one only you have said. It is an instrument. It is an instrument to test the achievement. That is the definition for a question. So it is an interrogative statement like that only you have put. Okay, right. So it is an instrument to test the achievement. That is the definition for a question. Okay, if it is this, what is test?
It is used to
Test
measure.
is a
A
tool.
tool of
It is a
Archana,
technique, sir.
Archana,
Yes, sir.
Tell me, tell me.
It is used to measure the understanding, sir.
Okay. Oh, question is also the same one. Then question is also same thing, no?
Test is selection of questions.
Okay, I'll come, I'll come. Dhanushri?
Sir, it is a tool or technique which is used to measure educational as well as that attributes or how well they have been known like that. Sir.
That is the same question also. What you are saying is for question also, not for test. Both question also same thing, test also same thing, but a different is there. Then
For
who is
test, marks will be awarded, sir. Time period will be there.
for? See, basically we are
This
giving
summary
marks for a
separate.
particular. One second, one second. Basically, we are giving mark for a particular question. Then that is added. You will be getting overall total. That is for test. But we don't.
Series or set of questions is test, sir.
Good, Devadarshini. That is the correct answer. Yes, that is the answer. See, test is a collection of questions. Okay. So a test is a collection of questions or a set of questions. So I think now you have got the answer. The question is an instrument, it's a tool. It is a tool to measure the achievement. If I want to measure your achievement, we are having the questions. And test is the collection of those questions. That's all. It is the collection of those questions. It's a very simple. Now we are going for the today's topic. It is characteristics of a good test. Okay. See, if you not all tests are good. Every test may not be good. And why we are saying some tests are good and some test measure. Let us have an example. Suppose let us think we are a recruiting body like a UPSC, Union Public Service Commission. In that this question is coming. Okay, what is the capital of India? So, what is the capital of India? Then the other one, who is the Prime Minister of India? So these questions are coming. Okay. If like this, you are consulting some 50 questions or so, like these well-known questions, and you are giving to the probable candidates, those who want to clear the examination or wants to get appointed in post. See, the questions are like this only. So, what is the capital of India? Who is the Prime Minister of India? Like that. Who is the President of India? In that way, we are asking the questions which are known, well known, or easy. And at the end, to whom you will give job, and how many people will get the marks? How many marks they will get at the end? Suppose if 1,000 people are taking, what are the marks for those 1,000 people? If the questions are like this,
They'll be scoring good marks, sir.
everyone will be having maximum marks 50. Everybody will be having 50 because the questions are like this. If everybody is having the mark 50, to whom will you give job? To whom will you give job? Just tell me what will be the results? We cannot
Decide.
we cannot decide, we cannot give job to anybody because the questions are like that, which means that this is not a good test. That's all. This is not a good test. So basically I would have said in our class, again I am repeating, normally we will be having a test. A test is given or a question I am asking to you, it is only to find where are you, where do you stand, where are you, I mean, at which level, where do you stand, at which cognitive level ability you are standing. Don't take this question, where are you means I am at Allahabad, like that. Don't take. At which cognitive level you are, Either it remember, understand, apply. My idea of asking question is that one only. I do not more than that. I don't want to take it beyond. This fellow is not at all answering. This fellow is very bad. He is not at all answering me. Like that, it is that those things are different. A teacher normally a teacher asks question to find where the person stands, where the student stands, in which cognitive level or in which ability level. So for that only questions are being asked. That is the first objective of asking a question. The second objective of asking a question is it is to differentiate. Can you complete? Differentiate. Yes, it's very easy. Can you complete the answer? It is differentiate between those who have read and those who haven't read. Those who have read the portion, those who know the portion, those who have not read, those who do not know the portions. Do you understand? You have to differentiate. Our question has to differentiate between the people, those who have read, those who have not read. Okay, so then only these problems won't come. Like our UPSC. If a UPSC questions they ask, it differentiates. It differentiates the people who has read and who has not read. Then only more than lakhs of people they are writing for IAS and IPS examination, civil services examination, lakhs of people. And out of them, after mains, around 800 only they are going for interview. See how do they do this? Because if the test possesses a good characteristics, and what are those? And those are objectivity, reliability, validity, and usability. So a test has to possess objectivity, reliability, validity, and usability if the test has to be good. If it is not good, then it is like our question, which is the capital of India, New Delhi. Every baby knows. Every baby knows about Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Okay, maybe Ramnath going, maybe baby may not say, but Narendra Modi, every baby will tell because that was popular. He comes in TVs, he comes many times. Therefore, every baby also will tell. Those who are in fourth, third, they will also tell. Okay, therefore, a question should distinguish between a person who has read and person who has not read, and the basic first idea is where they are at which level. That is the two ideas for asking questions, and as a collective question that should possess objectivity, reliability, validity, useful. So we'll go take up one by one. So objectivity. So if you know, you can tell what is objectivity. Any one of you? What is objectivity? Okay, let us take these examples. I am writing. So there are two students, A and B, and a teacher is there. Sorry, I'll change a little bit. So teacher A and teacher B, and this is the student. The student, now we have here a question. I think it is an essay question. It is corrected by teacher A, and that teacher has awarded it as mark 8. Teacher B has corrected the same paper and has put the mark as 4 for the same question out of 10. What has happened here? This is a 10 mark question. The student is X. X answer is corrected by two different teachers, where which the mark differs. What has happened here?
Teacher's objective may not have been fulfilled.
Teacher's
objective may not have been fulfilled.
Teacher's objective may not have been fulfilled. Okay. Any other answer? Maithili?
The degree of
Okay, okay. Liana?
the degree of measurement by two teachers are different.
The degree of measurement differs. Why it is different? The answer is constant because that was written. He is not giving two different answer script, only one answer script to the both teachers. Okay, that part is over. Now the degree differs. Why there is a difference?
There is no standard for that. A proper answer might not be there. The teachers might be seeing in different perspectives. Answer would be different for them.
Okay, the teacher maybe the general procedure you tell her. I think scoring key. I think that is the word you are telling. Scoring key,
Yes, sir, standard.
and that is a standard procedure we give. Suppose if you are in evaluation camp for 10th standard and evaluation camp for 12th standard, for every teacher they will give the scoring key. Based on the scoring key only, teacher will do like will should go for correction, should go for evaluation. But these two teachers they have not seen the scoring key. This has come because of the bias, because of the personal bias. Maybe teacher B, he or she would have a discomfort with the boy X. They wouldn't have the boy X wouldn't have he wouldn't have shown compliance with the teacher B. He or she would have avoided teacher B. Like that, some personal bias. Like that, the score is getting different. If the score differ, then what we call it as subjectivity. So if there are different in scores awarded by two or more different teacher for a particular answer script, then that we call it as subjectivity. Subjectivity means the bias. A teacher scoring more, giving the score more, the another teacher giving the score less, which means that there is a subjectivity. If you understand subjectivity, now you can tell what is objectivity. If you understand this, then you can tell. Yes?
No biasness.
No biasness is objective, correct. No biasness is objective, which means that both the teacher will be giving the same mark. Whether it is 8 by 10, here also 8 by 10. Or 4 by 10 is the correct means, here also 4 by 10, whatever it is. Both teacher will be giving the same marks if there is no bias. One way of avoiding the bias is
Setting a common answer keys.
that correct. That is on the right part. Setting a common scoring key. If you give a common scoring key to all, that is what it is given in the camps of 10th and 12th standard. That is why much problem has been reduced. Unless and until we give scoring key to teachers, and many people will go to court because I got less mark. Since scoring key is there, then the problem has been reduced. Biasness will be reduced. And also the other is go for externals. One is the scoring key, the second is the not internals. Every mark will be awarded by the external. Externals means they do not know you. If I am correcting your paper, I am internal. If somebody from a college at Chennai or some other college, maybe at Delhi, if they are coming down and correcting your paper, then they are external. They do not know about you. If I correct only no, then I know this person, he disobeyed me, I have to reduce mark, like that I will say. But if external is there, then so that is a way. These are the ways to reduce the biasness. But generally scoring key is followed. External maybe also had, that also reduces. These are the idea behind the objectivity. Objective means getting a score, getting the same score irrespective of the teachers. Even if two different teachers are correcting papers, the score should be same. If it is same, then objective is there. If it is not same, then that is subjective. Okay. Now let me go little bit beyond. We call some question as objective question. We call some question as subjective question. What are those? Sometimes we tell no, these are objective questions. These are subjective questions. What are those?
Objectives are mainly MCQs or one-word answers, and subjectives will be longer paragraph answers.
Correct answer. Good. Answer is correct. Subjective questions are one-word answers or multiple choice question where only 1 mark is given. Objective questions, sorry, subjective questions are the 2 marks, 5 marks, 10 marks, etc. These are subjective questions where I can have my own say. I can put 8 mark, I can put 4 mark out of 10. In a MCQ, I cannot do anything. If it is correct, I have to put 1. If it is wrong, I have to put 0. Either one only I can do. I cannot put 0 for a right question because easily it will be I'll be caught. Okay, objective questions are those 1 mark questions, like fill in the blanks, match the following, like those things, multiple choice questions, etc. Subjective questions are those which are 2 mark question, 5 and 10 mark questions. Generally, even 3 or 4, whatever you can add to it. So based on this only, the objective question and subjective question has come. Now we will go for the definition. See, Groundland and Lin, they say objectivity of a test refers to the degree to which equally competent scores obtained from same results. That is a definition, and we will go for another definition that by good. Crater V. Good in 1973. The extent to which the instrument is free from personal error. I think this is more understandable than the first one. The extent to which the instrument is free from personal error. That is, the personal error is called a subjectivity on the part of the scorer. If it is free from personal error, then that is objective question. Okay. So that is a definition of objectivity. Now we'll go for reliability. Anything you get from the word reliable? What is reliable? Suppose a test is there. I am keeping a test this week Friday, maybe this 20. I am marking you a score 10 out of 10. I am keeping the same test in 3rd of March. So how much will you get? A test on 22nd February, you got 10 out of 10. The same test I am keeping on March 3rd. How much will you get? Generally, same test, same questions, same set of questions. Or how much we ought to get?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Yes. We ought to get 10 out of 10. It means that we have read, we have already got 10, which means that we have read and we have written properly, not by copying. In the same way, if you do the test on 3rd March, you will be getting the same mark. This is called reliability. A mark, if the mark is awarded at 2 different times, you have to get the same scores, which means repeatability. Repeatability is reliability. Repeatability of our scores. More or less may not be equal. Suppose the test in today's, if you are getting 10 out of 10, March 3rd, if you are getting 9, that is also good. A small correction may be there due to loss of memory. Those things can be considered. But generally, if you are getting 10 out of 10, you may get around 9 or 8. That's all. You won't get 1 out of 10. That much less you won't get. Which means that there is some problem in you. Okay. So that is what reliability means: repeatability, consistency of the scores. So that is the definition. Okay. And Groundland and Lin, formal definition. First two are not formal definition. That's the meaning. The third one is the formal definition. Reliability refers to the consistency of measurement. That is, how consistent test scores or other evaluations are from one measurement to other. For one measurement to other, it has to be consistent, same, more or less. Within some degrees can be way. I will give one example. Normally for PG students, there will be two valuations for in general across all universities in India. It will not be up to UG. Starting from school up to UG, there will be only one valuation. For PG, it will be two valuations. One valuation from one valuation by one sir, maybe one external or internal also. The second maybe another internal or external, whatever it may be, depending upon the university norms. Surely minimum one external will be there. One internal, one external, or both may be externals. In PG exam, they will go like this only. Two people will be usually correct. If there is a difference more than 10%, it will be going for third evaluation of the same script. So if more than 10%, if one sir is putting 50, if another sir is putting 61, then that goes for out of 100 if you take, then that goes for third, which means that there is less reliability. This is what the normal procedure, which is operating across universities in India. Okay. If you take PhD, it is a PhD is evaluated by three examiners. PhD thesis. Okay. Again, there should not be misagreement between the examiners. Then that will go for the fourth. So likewise, as the degree improves, the measurement also it's a little bit stringent procedure, little bit good procedure adopt, so that since the degree is more, we have to test them and then we have to give them as a product to the good product to the society. So reliability means consistency. Objectivity means no personal bias. Sorry, another definition. I think I have written over that. So can I have 10 more minutes? Diana?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that I could complete this for that one. Creator V. Good, 1973, different reliability. Worthiness with which a measuring device measures something. The degree to which a test or other instrument of average measures consistently whatever it does in fact measure. So again, this says the repeatability of the score, consistency of the score. It should be consistent over a period of time. Okay, so these are the last two are the definitions. So the third one, it is validity. I'll tell the example. So now you are seeing the definition, the degree to which the test actually succeeds in measuring what is set to measure. Okay, validity of the test means, suppose, can you give me one example for intelligence tests?
Picture comprehension.
Yes, picture comprehension. Picture comprehension is one. I have done Bottia's battery. Last semester you have done Bottia's battery, and the whole lot it is used to measure at last you will be telling the intelligence of that person in terms of IQ. Bottia's battery of test. Okay, can we use the test to select for acting in pictures? Can we use Bottia's battery of intelligence for acting? Yes, answer please.
No, sir.
No. Varshini, can we use?
Sure.
No, sir. Okay, we cannot use. Why we cannot use? Basha, why we cannot use Bottia's battery of intelligence? Why we can't use for acting? Selection for acting. Priyadarshini, SC.
Sir.
Why we can't use body as battery for acting?
Sir, because those tests are test our IQ level, sir.
Yes, that is correct. Simple only. Those tests are test only the IQ level. It won't test any other thing. For acting, we need not need IQ level. We did not require that. So for acting, we need only how they can act. We do not require any IQ level for that. Therefore, we cannot use it. Therefore, validity means that a test, it is used to measure what is supposed to measure. Okay, that is the validity. If you say a test is for IQ, that should measure only IQ. If we say a test for measuring acting, that should measure only acting. The second definition, I'm going for the definition, extent to which a test or other measuring instrument fulfills the purpose for which it is used. So whatever may be the test, you will be constructing for a purpose. That only it should measure. If it is measuring any other thing, then the test is wrong. Okay. Again, I'll give some more examples so that you can understand. So the last will be good also. So I will read it. Validity of a test may be defined as the accuracy with which it measures that which it is intended to measure. It is intended to measure, or the degree to which it approaches infallibility in measuring what it purports to measure. The same meaning. Again, I'll give few more examples to understand. So we are going for examples. There is a class in which a teacher comes to the class. I'm giving condition teacher A. Teacher A goes to the class at right time always. Another teacher B goes to the class by 10 minutes delay always. There are two teachers. Teacher A goes to the class at right time. If the class starts by 9 a.m., he goes by 9 a.m. always. Teacher B is there. He goes to the class always. He is going to the class always, but he is late by 10 minutes every day. 9:10 only he goes. He or she. Okay. Can we tell with respect to the characteristics of the test? What is about teacher A and what is about teacher B? With respect to the characteristics, can you name them? Which teacher is which character?
Teacher A is punctual, sir.
Yes. Okay, okay. But I'm asking with respect to the characteristics of the questions, test. You have read no objectivity, reliability, validity, like that. In that way, I'm asking. Teacher A is punctual, that is correct. Answer with respect to the characteristics of a question. Yes? Anyone? Now you can get the answer. Teacher A possesses validity. What about teacher B? Can you guess? Yes, yes. Tell me. Even if it is wrong, no problem. Just you interact.
Reliability.
Reliability. Good. Motto, Shekhar?
Reliability only.
Yes.
Not validity.
Correct. Reliability. Okay. This is the answer. See, if we say punctuality, what does punctuality mean? For a class starting by 9 o'clock, I should come by 9 o'clock. That means the punctuality. If I am coming by 9:10, that is not punctual. Even if I come 9:10 every day, then that is not punctual. Okay. So punctual means the right time I should come. What is intention? It should be 9 a.m. That only. So if teacher A versus validity, a teacher is a test measures what it intends to measure, what is supposed to measure. Okay, punctuality means at time, correct time. That time you have to come. So here, reliability means repeatability is there. Every time he is coming by 9:10. So repeatability is there. Today 9:10, tomorrow 9:10, day after tomorrow. Repeatability is there. Hence it is reliable but not valid. Okay. I think now you can understand the difference between. So objectivity means no bias. Reliability means repeatability. Validity means repeatability also will be there, but exact time also both will be there. It's not that I am coming 9 a.m. today only. Every day I have to come by 9 a.m. Then only it should be also repeatable. Also, it should be exact time. Then it is valid teacher. Okay. Now there are three diagrams before you. You have to tell me about the reliability and validity of that. What about the first diagram? What I have? Reliable. What are the second diagram? Yes.
Neither reliable nor valid.
Yes, correct. The third diagram.
Reliable and valid. Both.
Okay. Liana, tell to other teacher that we will be completing in 2-3 minutes.
Won't
Maximum
have
5
live
minutes.
period, sir. It is chemistry lab period.
Okay, then okay. Right. See the answers. So these are the answers. The first diagram, the bullets on the target, it is very near. Again, repeatability is there. But what is the value? You have to hit the bullseye. You have to hit here, then only you will get the points. But we are hitting at a place, but we are hitting at the same place again and again, which means that we have reliability, but we don't have validity. In second picture, no, nothing is there. We are not hitting at the same place, and neither we are hitting at bullseye, nothing. Therefore, it is poor validity and poor reliability. So the last you see, everything is in the bullseye. So repeatability is there, and our intention is to hit the bullseye. So there only we are hitting. So I think now you have cleared about more clear about reliability and validity. So the last part of today's class is on the usability. Usability means it's practicable with respect to the following things. So this is not the first one is not a point. Remaining 4 points we have. So ease of administration. Usability means it is easy to administer across India. Like that, there is a 10th examination. Particularly for a KV school, it is across India. If it is a state, it is across. Suppose state board schools, that will be across states. So it should be easy to administer across state or across the union of India. That should be easy. And the duration. So it should be mostly if it more than 3 hours we will not be writing. For 10th standard it will be of 2.5 hours, and 12th standard will be of after 10th we will be having 3-hour examination. So duration that we should test, because so far we have the experience. We are having the same questions very first time now. Whenever tests start like 1856, whenever the test has come very first time in India, that time it will go trial and error. How much time we can take, 2.5 hours or 3 hours, like that. But since it has been customized for long years, more than a century, we have the testing system. We are practiced to it. Which question we can ask for 3 hours, which question we can ask for 2.5 hours or 1 hour. And ease of interpretation. So the awarding of mark, that should be easy. Then only we can segregate the student into groups, so that any selection means that should differentiate among the students. The last one, what is an equivalent form? What is the equivalent forms of test? What is equivalent forms of test? So in UPSC, have you noticed in UPSC or any public service commission examination, we'll be having set C, set D. Since we are sitting nearby, in a classroom, they will give different questions so that the copying will be avoided. What will be the changes in set A, set B, set C, and all? What will be changes?
Order of questions.
That's an order of only the order will be changing. Questions are same. What I have first question here, this fellow will be having at 24th on different page. This fellow will be having on 12th page. This fellow will be having on the last page. Order will be only changing, that's all. So this is also one way it is equivalent. From the other way, keeping the objective as constant, we can have two different question paper, and that at present we may not be understanding. We are going for it. Our future classes we are going to prepare question paper. That time also we can understand what are equivalent forms. This is one type of equivalent form. There is also another type that we will discuss. So now we will come to an end. What is objectivity? Yes,
Non-biased, sir.
it is
Personal bias.
no personal bias. Good. No, Maithili, what is reliability? Maithili, is there? Harina, reliability? Very good. Hinduja? Harsha?
Sir,
And tell me reliability.
consistency and repeatability.
Repeatability. Okay. Well, Shaili, validity. What is validity? Adira? A test measures what it is supposed to measure. That is validity. Usability means practicability in four different domains: ease of administration, duration, interpretation, and availability of equivalent forms. So this is what the usable. If a test possesses all these four things, then we call that test as a good test. So otherwise those tests we cannot use for TNPSC or UPSC or any public service examination, or for 10th standard or for 12th standard. So all the four, it's a characteristics of a good test. So any clarification? You can ask your doubts. So ask me if you have any doubt. Okay. You can stop recording. You can stop recording. Yes. Yes, you can ask.
Hello.
Dhanushri.